Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am back with the third and final portion of my reviews of the Art of the Root oils that I have used. And as always, these are just quick reviews. I have more in-depth videos on my channel if you're interested in hearing more about the oils. And also, again, as I stated in all my videos, this is just from my perspective, my experience in using these oils. Don't think just because something did not work for me that it's not going to work for you. If you feel drawn to the oil, if you are interested in the oil, go ahead and purchase it and give it, a try and see how it works for you. So just moving on from the last video, as far as the oil, the next oil that I don't think I spoke about was is their Irresistible Me oil for love, attraction, charisma, and enchantment. Now this oil, I loved the way this oil smelled, and it did work, you guys. It worked pretty good when I mixed it with with their love and attraction oil. Like just the mixture of those two, just kind of like strengthen the overall turnout of using both oils. And yeah, so this is just a good oil if you're you know around somebody or dating somebody and you just want to be irresistible to them or just irresistible to people itself. This is a good oil. Again, that's Irresistible Me oil for love, attraction, charisma, and enchantment. I already spoke about Jezebel. King Midas oil for money, riches, and wealth. This is a good oil as well when I mixed it again with her other money oils. I spoke about this in the last two videos that basically with her money oils, in order for me to really see success from them, I have to mix them all together. But this is a good oil, and I like how she has like little speckles of gold in it, because basically, I don't know if you guys have heard of like the Midas touch, or everything that he touched turned to gold. So basically it's King Midas, and it's a King Midas oil, duh. But yeah, this is it's a good oil. But for me, it worked better when I mixed it with other wealth or money oils from the company. And King Solomon's oil, this is a good oil for if you are working with like different spirits. I don't know if you're familiar with the King Solomon or story in the Bible, but basically he had a ring and he was able to control different entities with that ring, or spirits if you want to call it. And he had not a symbol, what's the word, I can't think of the name right now. Like, it just completely slipped my mind. But basically, he had like emblems or symbols that controlled each spirit. So basically, this is a good oil for like if you're working with different spirits or different things like that. I wish I could name the sorry y'all, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about as far as with the story of King Solomon. So moving on, I don't have the Kiss My Ass oil or the La Madama. That one does seem interesting though. I might purchase that. I know that's she's a not an entity, but there's so many different names, but she's a spirit to work with. Lady of the House, I didn't get that one. Don't have the Lost Stay Away, so let's go ahead to the next page. I'm starting to lose my voice, y'all. That means I'm talking too much. Let's see. Don't have the Life of Grief. I already spoke of the Life of Luxury. I already spoke of Lodestone. I believe I already spoke about the Love and Attraction oil. Loverboy oil. This is for the men, if you're interested. Well, all of these can work for either sex, but this specifically says Loverboy oil. Lucky Hand oil. Man Tamer oil, no. Manifestation, yes, I did purchase this oil. This is a good oil. It worked well for me when I did it with the ritual that she has, or I just used it in any type of manifestation ritual. It brought forth better results rather than me using the oil on my body and speaking it over. So yeah, because when I used it on my body, it took like a month for me to see stuff, but when I did it with the ritual that she has online, I saw results within that week. So yeah, manifestation oil for goals, dreams, aspirations, and wishes is a good oil. Let's see. It's going down. I haven't tried Marry Me, Midnight Goddess for oil. I'm trying to read too fast, y'all. Midnight Goddess oil. Like again, like I said, if you've ever tried any of her goddess oils, those goddess oils just seem to be more potent and stronger, in my opinion. This is a very good oil, as you can see, for like seduction, enchantment, and attraction. I wore this oil around a certain somebody, and of course it led to us sleeping together that night, but like everything was very passionate. It was very sexual. It wasn't kinky in any kind of source or type of way or anything like that. It's just real seductive and passionate. So I would say this is a good oil if you're interested in something like that. I already spoke about the money drawing oil, moon magic oil. I want you to try this oil as well and see what it's about. So if any of you guys have tried the moon magic oil, let me know in the comment section, because that one, I've had my eye on that one for a bit now. I have not tried the Oshun, Peace and Home, Personal Power. Now the Personal Power oil for me, it's like it works, but then it didn't work on the same level. Like I felt like I could have had better results from it. Or basically, should I say that it didn't give me what I wanted? I'll put it that way. And so it's like maybe Spirit was saying like what you're asking for, what you're trying to do is not for you, so therefore it's not going to happen. Because that can happen, you guys, with these oils, candles, everything that we do spiritually. If it's not the right time, or it's not the right request, or wish or that you want, if Spirit doesn't agree with it, it's not going to give it to you. So don't think it's something that you're doing, or something that or that the product's not working, or just anything. Like don't be quick to cut it off. Just rethink everything, retalk to Spirit. If you have to return to the ritual, go ahead and return to it. But yeah, Personal Power, I had I had a little bit of ups and downs with that one, but we'll move on. Pretty in Pink oil for charm, flirtation, lightheartedness, love, and romance. This was a good oil. Like it just made me feel like exactly what it says, pretty. I felt how can I put it? I did the ritual for it, and I felt dainty. I felt ladylike. I felt happiness with it. Like it just gave you like an overall, like that feeling that you get when like weight has been lifted off your shoulders, but you feel good while doing it. Like you look good. That's basically how this oil worked for me. So moving on, the Protection from Evil oil. This was a good oil for protection as well. I remember using this. I basically wiped down my home with it, my doors, my windows, window seals. Just basically spoke protection of my home, and I did feel like that cloud is kind of hard to explain, like a cloud of protection basically in my home. And yeah, it's a good oil, you guys. Psychic cleansing, I did not use that. Psychic intuition, no, I didn't use that. Purification oil, I believe I got this oil as well. Again, it's just to purify things. If you are working with, not working with negative energies, but if you're trying to get rid of negative energies and stuff, or you just want to purify yourself, your body, from doing like a cleanse or anything like that, like you're just trying to cleanse yourself, this is a good oil to use. Moving down, Quick Cash oil, again, with her money oils, y'all, I don't know why I just don't have success. This didn't do nothing. Like, it didn't do nothing for me. I wanted the super quick cash, and I did not get it. And I was upset, and I was like, bump this oil. I want to give it away. So that's what I did. I gave it to my brother. And he had, of course, had more success with it, but it just didn't do nothing for me. So moving on, I do not have the Rainbow Love oil. Reconciliation, Come Back to Me oil. Now, this oil, it's a good oil, but in my situation, it took 6 months, y'all. It took 6 months for this oil to manifest or work itself into my life, into what I was wanting, as far as with reconciliation. Like I did the ritual for it maybe 3 times within those 6 months, And like each time, like the first time nothing, the second time nothing, the third time nothing. And when I'm saying nothing, I'm talking about as far as like wanting to see stuff like within that week. It was nothing. Again, it was like 6 months before that stuff like came forth in my life. And again, as I spoke about earlier, with like spirit and timing and making sure, you know, when it's your time to receive stuff, it will happen. I feel like this oil was a perfect example of that. Now, I haven't tried the reversing oil for curses, the rich bitch oil. I talked about that, I believe, in the first video. So we're gonna go on to the next page, and we are working our way down, y'all, through the list. I already spoke about road opener oil. I haven't worked with this oil or that one. Now, the seduction and passion, y'all. This oil, it did exactly what it did. If you've seen my video, I did a video on this oil probably about 2-3 years ago on my channel. Yeah, this oil is like, I wore it around this guy, and he was, well, I'm not saying he was because he's still living. He's a Leo, and so it's like he was just very, not to say aggressive with me, but it brought out like a very kinky, aggressive side of him, because I had slept with him before prior to wearing this oil, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just wear this oil and see what happens, if anything is different. And it was different, y'all. Like, it was to the point where he was like choking me and like grabbing me, something like, not choking like trying to kill me, but you know, in the sexual terms of stuff, he was choking. It was just like a very aggressive person. Like, he became a lion in the bedroom, basically. It was like I was his bait. You know, I was the lamb or whatever, and I was being attacked by the lion. Like, it wasn't painful or anything like that, but it just brought out a very, very different turnout than what I was expecting. I was expecting passion, and I got like, you know, what's the word? Lamified, as I made that up. But anyways, moving on. Go down. The next oil, Shishi oil. I have not tried that. Special Favors, no. Spellbreaker, no. Spellbound oil. I like this oil. I liked it. I'm not sure how it worked for me though. Like, it smelled good. Like, I always put it on. I mixed it with my lotions. But maybe it worked in a sense of me just feeling more glamorous. It didn't really attract anything. Like, it didn't work as far as in persuasion purposes for me. But like, I just will say I had minimal results with it. But again, it smelled good. So moving on. Spirit oil, no. St. Michael's, stay with me, no. Stop gossip. Strawberry Kisses. Like, I bought this oil just for the title of it, Strawberry Kisses, because I love the scent of strawberry. And this oil, I fell in love with the scent of it, and it is a good oil to purchase. As far as like with true love, romance, and relationships and confidence, this oil worked more so on the confidence level for me. Like, I just felt very confident with it. I had more so self-love, true self-love of myself, rather than it working towards like a romance or a relationship aspect. But yeah, this is a good oil, y'all, to use. Didn't have the sweet revenge. I've been eyeing this oil for the longest, but I'm like, girl, do you want revenge, or do you just want spirit to take care of it? That's one of those obstacles that I have going on in my mind. Tropical Nights. I did purchase this oil, you guys. So once it comes in the mail, I will do I'll test it out and I'll do a review for you guys, as I do as usual. We already spoke about Uncrossing oil. I did not get the Van oil, the Venus Love oil. I believe I spoke about that in the first video. Vision oil, no. And I do not have the Water Element oil. And I believe I already spoke about the Wealthy Way oil in another video. I do not have the Wishing oil. That one looks interesting as well. And we're going to move on. Well, actually, this is the last page, y'all. So we made it through all of her oils. Make sure, if you haven't, like if this is the first oil that you're oil. Lord, I'm trying to read and talk to you guys at the same time. If this is the first video that you've watched that I've done like my little reviews on the art of the root oils that I have purchased and used, be sure to check out my other 2 videos. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little series of me doing like quick little reviews about it. Of course, if you have any questions or comments, do feel free to leave them in the comments section. I thank you guys for returning to my channel, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.